Hey kids! I certainly missed you today while I was at this meeting where the older gentleman in the background told us all about how to plan and strategize. We even made some nifty drawings, like this tandem bicycle. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about how to code your text, which is something we're doing with all of our in-class books this year, starting with Lost Boy, Lost Girl. You're going to code the text, meaning you're going to assign colors to ideas that will help you interact with what you read. So the sub is going to give you 3 colors of sticky dots, red, green, and orange. Each one has a certain purpose, and you should use one of each color in each section that you read. Green is for setting. Anytime the setting is described in detail or anytime the setting changes, you should put a green dot around the edge of your paper. Alright, so if the narrator describes the setting in detail, or if it's an important part of the story, like they have to cross a river and it makes the story more complicated or presents a challenge, then you're going to want to put a green dot next to it. Alright, or a dramatic change in the setting that affects the narrator's lives would also get a green dot on the edge of the page, and I'll show you what that should look like in just a minute. Red is for strong emotions, positive or negative. Anytime one of our narrators describes how they feel in detail, that's a description of a strong emotion, and that's important, whether it's hope, happiness, sadness, whatever. Orange is for something that needs further explanation, something that you have a question about, something you want to bring up in discussion in class. You would put an orange dot by something that's different or unusual or interesting, maybe something that confused you that you want clarification about. Orange dots are what we'll use to discuss the book in class. When you put a dot on your text, you want to put it on the edge about halfway so that it wraps around. That way, when you're looking at the page, you can see about half of the dot. You can put more than one dot on one page. In fact, it might be a good idea for organization to put all red dots at the top of the page, orange dots in the middle, and green at the bottom so you can easily flip to them. Here's what it will look like once you've wrapped that dot around the edge. And that way we can find things to talk about in discussion. When you put on your dot, don't just dot, but also underline in the text. You can see on this page I've put an orange dot for something that's interesting or confusing, but I've also underlined it in the text so I know exactly what I want to point out and talk about. From the side, your book will start to look like this, where you have lots of colors you can flip to. This will be helpful later when we write about our book. Finally, here's a ninja that I drew while I was somewhat bored in our meeting. I wish I was with you instead, but I'm not. Good luck coding your text, and I'll see you on Thursday.